Need a boost? Sometimes all it takes is tapping into your inner cool. Icebreaker's gum helps you unleash the confidence within. Each chew releases a rush of icy flavor powered by cooling flavor crystals, sending a wave of refreshment to reinvigorate all your senses. Icebreaker's convenient pack fits everywhere, from car cup holders to backpack pockets, so you can find your cool wherever you go. Grab Icebreaker's gum online or at a store near you.
These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Hey, weirdos, I'm Ash.
I'm Alaina.
And I'm Grady.
And this, right here, is Morbid. And this is a very special episode of Morbid. We have Grady Hendrix on the show.
That's me.
Thank you for coming. This is amazing.
Oh yeah, no, I'm always happy to talk. Talking is my preferred mode of existence. If I'm not talking, I'm not sure I exist.
You're really good at talking.
Yeah, you're a great talker.
Thank you. Well, I'm in the middle of trying to finish a book right now, so all I do is sit in silence and hate myself. So it's nice to talk and not think about my shortcomings.
Do you find that relatable, Alaina?
I was going to say that is like the best way to describe writing a book, sitting in silence and hating yourself.
Yeah.
I find I do that often.
I do that when I'm not writing a book, so.
Yeah. Hey, there you go. You know, we can all do it.
It's fun anytime.
Yeah. It is. Anybody can do it. But like Ash just said, I mean, Grady is a best-selling author, journalist, screenwriter, podcaster, and absolutely iconic public speaker.
Oh, thank you.
You really are, because we went to
it.
you're incredible at it, because we went to your event at Unlikely Story for Witchcraft for Wayward Girls.
Oh yeah.
Me, Mikie, and Ash went.
It was so fun.
That event was such a blast. It's such a unique book event. If anybody has not gone to Grady's events, I strongly encourage you to, because it's unlike any other book event I think you're ever going to be at.
100%.
Well,
Truly.
I just figure if people actually leave the house for a book event, there should be, it should be fun. And they should be assured that indeed I'm the stupidest person in the room, not them. And they can just relax.
That's what it's all about, because it's so true. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, people are leaving their house and they definitely get something out of leaving their house for your events.
Well,
for sure.
Well, I mean, there's so much you can do. There's Netflix, there's the fridge, there's sex. Like, there's so much more in the house. How do you, leaving it has to be at least marginally worthwhile.
Yeah, you really got to dangle a carrot.
Yeah.
If you're going to get me out of my house. But also, your event was so, like, it struck me by how well researched that entire dissertation was. It was incredible. I feel like I learned so much during that.
Well, no, I appreciate it. It's funny when I'm writing a book, I do research, but most of my research is really nuts and bolts and logistical. Like, what was on TV in 1970 in this part of Florida on a Thursday night? And then I do all the fun research, like witches, like let's go down every rabbit hole at the end when the book's done, when I'm putting the show together. And that's really kind of a reward to myself because I'm a research nerd.
Yeah.
But that's really fun to be able to just go, like, I don't have an end point in sight, right? I'm just like, I don't need like, what's a cool spell or something spelled like, or how can I go? It's just like, what? Okay, sure. Let's just run down this rabbit hole as far as it'll go.
That's what it feels like. It feels like just being able to just like sprint down whatever rabbit hole you want to sprint down. Because it's true, when you're researching just like the logistics, there has to be an end, because that happens to me sometimes, like with research, with writing. I'll start like going down a tangent and then I'm like, no, stop. You have to come back here. Because then I'm like 3 hours in and I've written like 4 words.
Yeah. Well, it's also, the thing that's also really fun about the Witch show is I'm sort of a history nerd, and I can't remember who said this, but someone once said, people like kids now, they think they invented sex. And so when they read something that's sort of like, like kind of horny from like the 19th century, they're all like, heavens to Betsy. And to me, being able to go back to people in the 19th century or early 20th century and make them seem present and vital and not dum-dums, like the whole part about Sylvia Townsend Warner and writing Lolly Willows, and this sort of boom in the 20s of women really embracing Satanism and witchcraft as these sort of like avenues for liberation. Like, I'm not even sure you'd find that in the 80s, or the 90s, really.
No, definitely
not. Yeah, with Satanic Panic and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. So it's really fun to sort of go back and like, I don't know, make these people who can often get written off as being fuddy-duddy, dusty old people, like alive, and vital.
Because you always see like, obviously there's no like pictures of people from really long ago. So you always see these like paintings or imagery of people, and they always look like very serious and like
super stuffy.
Yeah. And it's like when you start thinking of them doing like everyday human things and having like human urges, and then it's such a different perspective. And I think you did a really good job like giving that to the audience.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, there's a quote Alan Moore gave, the guy who writes comic books, when he did this Victorian Jack the Ripper thing called From Hell, where he was giving an interview and he said, if you could actually teleport yourself back to 1888, you would look around and it would look like science fiction to you. You wouldn't be able to speak the language. You wouldn't understand the measurements. You wouldn't know what people were saying to you. You would be in a completely alien planet. And, it's like one of those things where I'm always thinking, if you go back to the 18th, I would say 19th, maybe even later, everyone was drunk. Just pretty much all the time. Like, the amount of booze they were packing away on a daily basis, like they were just always making the worst decisions.
Yeah, they were really going for it back then.
Yeah.
They were just like living through the worst decisions as well. So they're probably like, we might as well just be like lit through all of this.
It was a coping mechanism, really.
Like everything's smelly and dirty. We might as well just not remember this.
As well just like, just like put a happy face on this.
Yeah, let's go. It's you answered one of my questions, because I was going to ask if you had to do like a whole separate version of research for the events that you do for writing. And yeah, that's what I figured it was.
That makes sense.
But yeah, that's interesting to hear. And we loved it. We raved about it afterwards. But moving into another one of your amazing works that we're obsessed with, we loved My Best Friend's Exorcism. I think so many people love that book. And
Thank
you are one of my favorite authors of all time.
Very nice of you.
And we love all your books. But our listeners loved when we did My Best Friend's Exorcism we did like an audiobook club episode where we covered it. And people loved it. They just went nuts about it. They loved how you were able to tell the story from like a female perspective and really get into the time frame. You're a really gifted storyteller, obviously. And we just want to know, like, Where did this all start? Like, where did your storytelling begin? Were you like a horror guy forever, or where did this all start?
No, I mean, horror wasn't really my thing. As a kid, I found the book covers kind of gross. Like they really put me off. And so like I read Clive Barker and Stephen King like anyone would. Those Alfred Hitchcock Treasury editions that used to be in every like middle school library.
Yes.
But for me, horror was movies. And so my friends and I would rent, tapes from the video store because I grew up in the 80s.
I miss video stores.
And watch this stuff together. So it was always like a social activity. To me, horror was always there was always a social component. Like I think of movies like City of the Living Dead, the Fulci film, or Doom Asylum, or Evil Dead 2. And those movies are completely in my mind linked to how I saw them and who I saw them with. And I can remember who was sitting where, not because I have some great memory, but just because those were, big events for me, like seeing those movies for the first time with, Alan and Aaron and Adam Richards and Matt Gibson and these people, that was huge. In terms of writing and telling stories, for me, I'm from South Carolina, and I think most families, I mean, people say it's Southern families, but I don't know, maybe it's every family. No, I take that back actually, because my wife's Canadian, and I'll tell stories about my family, and they will say, "Oh my goodness, your family's so crazy." We don't have any stories like this in our family, and I'm like, the more, I've been married for 30 something years. I'm like, yes, I don't say this, but I'm like, yes, you do. You definitely have these stories. You just don't tell them, or you tell them.
Yeah,
you don't
realize some of them.
Yeah. And my family, it's funny. My parents got divorced when I was about 13, and I've got 3 older sisters, and we were very much, posing in the matching outfits kind of family. And then when my parents got divorced, it was this idea of, well, we're not perfect anymore. And there's no way to make it look like we're perfect. And this was the 80s, early 80s, this was 84 or 5, when you knew people who were divorced, but everyone wasn't divorced quite yet. Now it's like everyone's divorced. So for us, for my sisters and I, we never talked about it, but it was this sort of liberation, which was, we'll say anything now. Like there is literally nothing no story you can't tell, because the alternative is really horrible. We did that. That wasn't so great. And even though I think it really frustrated my mom, I think she was okay with it to some extent. And her way of dealing with it was just to pretend those things hadn't happened. Oh, I don't remember that.
That's a mom's favorite line.
That's the classic mom response. I don't remember it like that.
Exactly. And so for me, when I started writing, I realized that the way to make it not sound stiff and boring was to tell it like I was telling it to another person, right? And I know people say that, but I've heard that writing advice and workshops and classes and stuff. And it just, I guess I hit a point where I digested it enough and was like, I need to be writing the way I would speak, and when you talk and tell a story, unless you're an idiot, you generally have a pretty good idea of what to leave out. You know what I mean? Like, and so it was just, that was really the breakthrough for me, is realizing that. And then with My Best Friend's Exorcism, the real breakthrough was realizing that I needed to go back and actually remember what high school in 1988 was like, rather than what John Hughes told me high school in 1988 was like. And I wrote a whole draft of the book that was just, as according to my wife, hot garbage, because it was just knockoffs. It was just a bad.
That's amazing.
That's not so Canadian.
It was. She's been in the States too long. Yeah, we've lost her.
She's picked up some stuff.
Yeah, and so I was just magpieing together tropes and things. And so to go back and really remember what it was like, and things like, and really sort of buckle down and do that work. And then to also, put some blood on the page. That was the first time I realized that the more I put in stuff that I found embarrassing and difficult, the more readers responded to it. I mean, Abby has horrible acne in that, because I had horrible acne in high school, like really bad, borderline disfiguring acne, where you just sort of look in the mirror and just be like, I can't do it. I can't leave the house like this. I look like a monster. The three-way calling thing. Man, I got burned in a three-way calling thing so bad by this girl I had a crush on. Like, yeah,
same.
it's awful. Doesn't exist anymore, really, but like, it was bad.
Kids don't know. Nowadays, they don't know the trauma of a three-way calling attack.
All they have is a group chat.
Yeah. Oh, and I'm sure that's just as traumatic. When you realize someone's in the group chat and you thought they weren't.
Ooh, that'll change.
It's the same kind of feeling. Oh no!
Did you really? Topical.
I was actually at a party, and I texted what I thought was my wife, telling her how boring the party was and how pretentious I thought everyone was. And I didn't realize that the two hosts were on that group chat. And then I found them and I was like, just fucking
just being
you.
silly.
April Fools.
Just being a big jokester.
Me.
They're like, you will not be invited back.
And they have that unsent.
No, they laughed it off. They were pretty drunk at that point.
Oh, there you go. That fixes everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's horrifying.
Yeah, that's rough.
But honestly,
it was bad. That haunted me for a while.
That really is the greatest part of being married, though, is being able to shit talk to your spouse the second you leave somewhere or while you're there via text.
It's one of my favorite things about being married.
Yeah.
But here's my question is, I'm always worried we can be heard. Like, I'm paranoid that we're too close to the scene of the crime, but we need to wait longer, or someone from the party or the dinner's on the subway with us, or what if I accidentally butt dialed the person and even though we're all the way back at our house, my phone is listening?
No, I've done that before.
She's done that in a horrible way.
I'm not going to go into details because the person might be listening, but I've done that before and it was really, really bad.
So now I'm constantly in fear of a butt dial to the exact person that I'm talking about.
Yep. When it happens to you, it changes you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't even know it was a real thing.
It's a real thing.
And now that you've said that, I return to my cave of shame and will live a cautious life.
You have to.
I love everyone and have nothing negative to say about any of them.
Everyone is just so beautiful, right?
If you hear anything to the contrary, it's a lie. It's fake.
There are days where I just stay scrolling and I'm like, what wellness things can I learn today? And then I get really overwhelmed and I'm like, how do I apply these to my life? But I get too overwhelmed and then I don't apply them to my life. These days, it feels like there's advice for everything: cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what works best for you specifically? With the internet and information overload about mental health and wellness, it can be a struggle to know what's true and what actions to take for you these days. But using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through the noise. I love therapy, and one thing that I learned really works for me in therapy is journaling. I tried a lot of other things, but journaling really works well for me, and I don't think I would have learned that without therapy. With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally, and it works. With an App Store rating of 4.9 out of 5 based on over 1.7 million client reviews. It's also convenient. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life, plus switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/morbid. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/morbid. This episode is brought to you by SoFi, the all-in-one finance app where you can bank, borrow, and invest all in one place. Let's talk about bank accounts for a second. The average bank savings rate is 0.39% in interest. You're earning pennies on your savings, and it doesn't have to be that way. But with SoFi's high-yield checkings and savings, the money barely making moves sitting in your savings account can earn over 8 times the national average savings rate with eligible direct deposit. No account or overdraft fees. We love transparency. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early, plus get up to a $300 welcome bonus when you sign up with eligible direct deposit. Sign up for SoFi checking and savings at SoFi.com/morbid. SoFi checking and savings is offered through SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms apply. The best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat, comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for almost every occasion. Quince makes it easy to create a summer wardrobe that you'll love, with elevated essentials made from premium materials like European linen, organic cotton, and washable silk, without the traditional retail markup. I love that! Quince's 100% European linen pants, dresses, and tops are the pieces that you absolutely will reach for all summer long. I absolutely love their linen. I have so many pairs of their linen pants, which you can dress up or you can dress down in the summer. Like, say you're going to a nice dinner, you can pair it with like a silk shirt, a really cute necklace, some good, makeup and an updo. Or if you're just looking for a more casual look, you can do the linen pants with like a loose button-up shirt and you still look really chic, kind of like, I don't know, Diane Keaton vibes, I kind of think. Also, it's not just apparel. Quince also offers elevated essentials for your home, from bedding and bath to kitchen essentials and furniture. They have it all, honey. I am a big lover of Quince, and I really do think you will be too. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/morbid for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/morbid for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/morbid. Every good detective needs a partner to support them on important cases. Think of a State Farm agent like your sidekick, there to help you along the way in your search for coverage. State Farm can help you choose the coverage you need, whether it's for your home, car, boat, or even RV. With so many options, it's nice knowing you have help finding what fits for you, so you can get back to solving all of life's bigger cases. Go to statefarm.com or use the award-winning app to connect with a local agent and get a quote. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. What does feeling safe at home really mean to you? For a long time, I thought it was enough to just have good locks and maybe an alarm that would make a lot of noise if somebody actually broke in. But after people close to me were broken into, I realized that true security takes a lot more. A system that actually works to prevent that break-in, that violation of your space, from ever happening in the first place. That's why I trust SimpliSafe to protect my home and family. It's about security that's proactive, not just reactive. I think SimpliSafe is super duper innovative, and that's why I personally trust it for my own home. Most security systems only take action after somebody breaks in, and we all know that's too late. But SimpliSafe's new Active Guard outdoor protection helps stop break-ins before they even happen. AI-powered cameras and live monitoring agents can detect suspicious activity around your property. If somebody's lurking, agents can talk to them in real time, turn on spotlights, even call the police, proactively deterring crime before it starts. There's no contracts, there's no hidden fees, and SimpliSafe was named Best Home Security System of 2025 by CNET. Over 4 million Americans trust SimpliSafe. It was ranked #1 in customer service by Newsweek and USA Today. Monitoring plans start at around $1 a day, and they have a 60-day money-back guarantee. Visit simplisafe.com/morbid to claim 50% off a new system with a professional monitoring plan and get your first month free. That's simplisafe.com/morbid. There's no safe like SimpliSafe.
I still am very... when I was young, I saw this Captain America. They showed my Cub Scouts, this like Captain America, how to save energy, conservation is your friend, little film strip. And it was like, always close the refrigerator door and don't leave the oven on. And so I was very OCD as a kid, but I've sometimes gone back blocks to make sure the oven is off or the stove is off or the refrigerator door is closed. And I was always like, this is so dumb. I just need to break myself of this habit. And one day, my wife left the stove on.
See?
And
no.
I had gotten up in the middle of the night and I was like, I'm just going to check on the stove. I was like, this
You're like, oh my God.
This has been on
this
for
is
hours.
why I do this. Like, we might all be dead right now.
Well, and that's the thing. My takeaway wasn't, it was on for hours and it wasn't a big deal. My takeaway was, it was on for hours. My worst nightmares come true. The walls are listening, an earthquake is going to happen. Quicksand is real.
Is happening here.
Bigfoot is in the trees. I need to live in fear.
Sometimes you do.
I do the same thing with locked doors, though.
Oh, locking the doors at night? I'm a psychopath about it.
And my husband loves to do this thing where I'll be like, did you lock the back door? And he's like, I think so. And I'm like, that's not an answer. So then I just have to, I'm like, of course. And it's always locked every time. But I'm like, don't say I think so.
Yeah, you can't say I think so.
Why do people feel like playing on your nerves is funny? It's not funny.
I don't know.
Some people really do.
I want to be safe.
Yeah. I'm like, we've been married for 13 years. You should know now that that's not a good game to play, especially with locked
you're going to
doors.
get up and go check.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, going back to your writing, and you just touched on it a little bit, having 3 sisters. Between Abby and My Best Friend's Exorcism to Lynette and Final Girl Support Group, I feel like every time I read a new one of your titles, I'm always so impressed with how well you write women. How do you feel like you're able to create these vivid, real women characters?
Well, okay. So this is thank you. I really appreciate that. No, honestly, I do. B, I think it's so weird that that's not normal. Do you know what I mean? Like that's worth comment, because I'm like, isn't this the job as a writer? Like, you write people who aren't you. And like, I get it. Like, I could not convincingly write something from a Black perspective because I just don't know that perspective of the world. I can make some guesses. I can definitely have characters of color, but I would never want to write a book completely from a Black or a Latino character's point of view, because I don't know how that kind of family, I don't know the family, I don't know how family dynamics, you know what I mean? I just would not be comfortable doing that.
Yeah.
But with a woman, like, I grew up in the same house with my sisters. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm like, they're not living on another planet. They are another person. That's, yes, things are different, but I can extrapolate those things. I can write a robot. Why can't I write, I can write a vampire. Why can't I write a woman? And so I always find that so weird. And I'm always like, well, geez, that sucks.
It's not always so well done.
I know.
Well, I know, and thank you, but I mean, that's literally the job. So it really is using, I mean, this sounds so lame, but like using your imagination. And also, like, I do have 3 older sisters. I mean, I was largely raised by my mom. I've been married for 30 something years. So I really, with my wife especially, like, we got married when she was 19 and I was 20. So we've really grown up together. If I don't know what almost every stage of her life is like, I haven't been paying attention. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
Very true.
It's
very
there.
valid.
Like, I'm sure there are things she keeps private, but it's just a matter of like thinking it through. Like, I mean, to me, I'm kind of like, well, yeah, I love parking far away from a venue if I'm going to see a show or something, because I don't want to have to fight for a parking space, and I don't mind the walk. But I'm a knucklehead if I don't think it through and realize that for a woman, walking alone across a dark parking lot, at 1 a.m. is a very different experience. I'm not saying it's not scary for me, but my fear is of werewolves. Their fear is probably something a lot more scientifically valid. So there's that kind of stuff where I guess that would be an easy trap to walk into, but really it's just thinking it through and not being a knucklehead.
There you go. See, men, we're not as complicated as you think.
It's true. Just don't be a
I don't want to make
knucklehead.
women seem simple, but it's I don't know. I don't mean to huff and puff on this one. But yeah, I just try real hard. I mean, I'm writing a book. The book I'm writing right now is interesting because it doesn't have a single female character in it.
Oh, wow.
And it's weird. It just kind of happened accidentally. And I'm like, wow, this is going really quickly.
You don't have to ponder anything. You're just like, boom.
Well, it's also less about the pondering, I realized, thank God, because I was like, maybe I've been like really holding myself back all these years. But what I realized is that the last book, Witchcraft, I mean, it was set in 1970. It's a lot of research. It was also set in a home for unwed mothers. It was just a dark book. Right. I really like that book. I'm very proud of that book. But it was like, but thank you. It was like, it's a book I'm so proud of and I'm so glad I wrote. But it's like, now I'm writing a book like, which is much lighter. And I'm like, I think that's why it's going. I'm just like, I'm so relieved not to be writing a book where everyone is not at their worst moment of their life every minute of the book.
There you go. It's like a little palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
I love it. I felt like Witchcraft for Wayward Girls is like, reading it felt like you were like under one of those blankets that has like the hood.
Oh, I have
like that cozy feeling to it. I don't know why. It was like cozy scary.
I'm so excited to read that one.
No, I'm really glad. I mean, that was a book that I really consciously went long on. I just was like, I want this to be one of those books that you feel like you can pull around yourself like a blanket.
That's how it
it's
felt.
just sort of a big book you can get lost in for, someone's like, oh, I read it in 3 days. I'm like, God, I gotta read.
You're like, no.
Yeah, like I appreciate that. I take it as a compliment, but I'm always like, but it took me 2 years to write it.
I know.
But yeah, no, it's a book I wanted to feel big and sort of comforting and all encompassing.
That's exactly the word for it. It literally feels like it's its own like atmosphere a little bit. Like you feel like you're in a room. Like it created a room around me that's cozy. I just really liked. It was a fun experience to read it for sure.
I need to go
really
to that
appreciate
one next. I just finished, actually yesterday, just by coincidence, Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires. So good.
I love that book so much.
And I took some time to read it. I didn't devour it all at once.
No, I mean, it's always a compliment when someone says that. I'm like, oh, that's the point, right? I want you excited to finish it. But yeah, it is like there is a really I mean, y'all know this. There's such a disproportionate ratio to the time it takes to write a book versus the time it takes to read a book.
Oh, yes.
So it's like I wish I could get that a little more in balance.
I know. It's true. Well, we have some like kind of interesting questions that'll be coming up for you. We're going to go into a game of Would You Rather. But first, I have one question that kind of ties into your Final Girls support group book.
Oh, yeah.
So if you had to be in one of your Final Girls horror franchises, which one would you actually survive and how?
Which one would I survive?
Yeah, which one do you think you could get through?
I mean, none. I am very comfortable knowing that I'm one of the first ones dead.
Self-aware.
Like, yeah, almost. I can't think of a single franchise I'd survive. Like Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, no.
Oh, dead on impact.
No.
Yeah, dead on. Friday the 13th, done. I'm trying to think. I mean,
what do we have? We have Halloween.
I feel good about Halloween because he walks and I'm not Lori. That's what you said.
That's it. I would just be like, Lori's over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her go that way.
I just saw your sister. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street, as soon as you go to sleep, you're screwed.
And I
love sleeping.
So
yeah. And so, I mean, it's taken me a long time, but I've accepted the fact that I am a early death, and all I can hope for, it's a really good one that people remember.
There you go.
That's all you can hope for, I think.
Alaina, what do you think you'd survive?
Yeah, you want to be Johnny Depp in like Nightmare on Elm Street,
or
like Kevin Bacon in like Friday. Like you want to be a memorable one.
You have to cover the Roman blood.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Like you have to be Tatum hanging out of the garage door.
Oh, that's exactly who I would be. Tag yourself, I'm her.
I think I could I don't know. I could potentially survive Halloween just because again he walks. I'm pretty good at hiding.
Yeah.
And I'm not Laurie Strode.
There you go.
So I feel like
boom, boom, boom.
But this is how Michael gets you. You underestimate him.
That is true. That's valid. He's also unkillable.
I was going to say he also doesn't die.
Yeah, that's a tough one to get.
But it is true. I mean, you do always feel like pick a point, run in a straight line, just go. And when you get to that point, pick another point, straight line, just go.
Keep going.
How can you go wrong? And yet,
he'll be there.
Yeah.
No matter what. That's very true.
I know. Jason Voorhees too.
Yeah.
I don't think you could escape that one.
And he's real big.
He's so big.
I don't love that.
The mask I don't have fright or flight.
You have freeze.
Freeze. I just freeze in the moment if I'm scared of something.
Can confirm. She does freeze.
I literally just go.
She just gets paralyzed in the moment.
Yeah. And there's also one of those things where I used to, when I was younger, be like, I wouldn't want to be impaled on a farm implement, or like those deaths looked painful. And I was like, I'd rather just kill myself. And now I've come around. I'm like, no, where there's life, there's hope. But back in the day, I was very much like, I don't want to be hung on a hook. Like
I don't want that.
Yeah. And now I just feel like, accept your fate,
and just make it cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really all
go
you
down
can
in
do.
infamy, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So let's get into our would you rathers, because they are pretty ridiculous. So we're starting off strong here.
Oh, good.
Would you rather have to co-author your next book with a sentient cursed book titled Sexy Spells for Sassy Sorcerers, or with an eldritch horror who insists on writing everything in Comic Sans?
Oh, definitely the latter.
The Comic Sans.
I've done. I mean, because at the end of the day, your editor, it's not going to be published in Comic Sans, you know.
Valid, truth,
valid. And I've done some co-authoring before, and I'm very good at working with someone. I don't always enjoy it all the way, but I'm very good at navigating that relationship. And so I feel like in Eldritch Horror, it would need me. Like we're co-authoring. It couldn't just banish me to another dimension of eternal torment right off the bat. Like true. It needs me. And so I actually think we might come to know each other and appreciate each other, appreciate our differences.
I kind of love that.
What holidays do you celebrate? Oh, I didn't know today was a special day for Eldritch Horrors. Tell me a little bit about your traditions. And I think it would be interesting, if nothing else. Working with a cursed book, like, it's just a book. It's like, there are books everywhere, cursed or not. I want the Eldritch Horror.
All right. I respect it.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Actually.
And like you said, it's not going to be published in Comic Sans. I didn't even think of that.
I know.
Yeah. And I'm not that offended by Comic Sans.
Oh, that's where we differ.
I mean, like, I don't like it. I wouldn't use it. But like, if you were saying, oh, it only works in like Zap Dingbats or something, I'd be like, I mean, that's an annoying step. Yeah, you have to highlight it and then put it in like Arial. But yeah.
That'd be a whole thing.
That's a good call. Yeah. And I like that you would have to like get to know the Eldritch Horror.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a nice part of it.
I mean, I think if nothing else, it'd be a fun story.
Yeah. And you'd probably get another story out of it. Yeah. You don't have to co-author. Just from your experience. So
yeah. Although then you get a really hurt text. It's like, I told you those things in confidence.
I never went on the record.
Yeah, I didn't want those in a book. I assumed this character's just off is based on me.
I thought we were friends.
Thanks. I thought we actually liked each other.
I thought we really connected during that.
I didn't realize it was just work for you.
I told you about my special holiday.
Yeah.
No, I love that. Now that I'm thinking about it, my initial feeling was I was a little on the fence about both, but I think I would also go with the Eldritch Horror. I just love the idea of the book being called Sexy Spells for Sassy Sorcerers.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun to say.
Because I'm like, is that book? It's sentient. So it's got something going on there. And I want to know what it's about.
But there's also an aspect where you feel like sometimes if someone, like we all have friends like this, right? Who they only see things through a certain lens. It's a political lens. Maybe it's global warming is there, so this, I feel like the Sassy Spellbook would just keep returning to sex for sorcerers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Good
it would
call.
just keep bringing the conversation back there. And it's
to
like
one note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everything would feel like a bit.
That's true.
That'd be tough.
And an Eldritch Horror has just a new
adventure every day.
Yeah. A wide range of interests.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah. I definitely respect that answer. And I agree with it.
I do too.
Yeah.
So next question.
Oh, let's do this.
Would you rather write with a haunted typewriter that types back at you with sassy commentary, or with a cursed laptop that tries to sabotage your drafts by inserting romance subplots at random places?
It is difficult.
This is a hard one.
And I'll tell you, I mean, I immediately recoil in horror at the typewriter with the sassiness. You know what I mean? Like, sassy's great in a 1930s screwball comedy, but in real life, sassy's just kind of irritating.
Oh, absolutely.
Like what kind of romance? What kind of romantic stuff? Is it like inserting? Is it sort of like doing slash to what we're writing? So it's like, it's just suddenly the characters are like embracing and going off, or is it like actually inserting a completely separate narrative between
That's actually
chapters?
A great idea. When I initially thought of this, I thought that they were just kind of randomly forcing your characters into like a romance subplot. That doesn't make sense.
No, that makes sense. That makes more sense. Which would I rather? You know what? I'm going to go with the type.
Sassy typewriter?
No, I'm going with the laptop. I'm
going
with the laptop.
Laptop.
I know. Yeah.
Wow.
There's something about a typewriter. Do either of y'all write on a typewriter?
I do not.
No, I don't either. And I tried to get one of those typewriter keyboards once that
I
like, oh,
have
maybe
one
this
of
will be
those.
interesting. Yeah. Do you ever use it?
No. It's just
Yeah,
sitting there.
exactly.
Every once in a while when I go by it, I'll touch the keys to make the sound, and that's as far as it goes.
Exactly. Typewriters, I feel like, are that friend who's really into bourbon and you just can't order a drink at the bar,
Yes.
without them telling
Absolutely.
you all about it. Like, there's something about it, not typewriter's fault, but whenever
No.
someone's like, oh, I only use the same typewriter and I had to warehouse, parts when it got discontinued in 1978, I'm always like, grow up. Grow
Why
up.
are you
Get a
doing
grip.
that?
Go to the Apple store.
Yeah. What's wrong with a pen?
It's true.
Parents never want to sacrifice quality for convenience, but so many baby and kid food options today just don't meet the mark. But that's why we love Little Spoon over here. Alaina gives it to her kids. Sometimes I steal it from them, but it doesn't matter because they deliver healthy, ready-to-eat meals and snacks that your baby, toddler, big kid, or sister that's at your house all the time will love, and that you can actually feel good about giving to all of them. All of their products are junk-free, organic where it counts, and thoughtfully sourced. They really know what parents want today, and they make it super easy. Plus, they are the first baby and toddler food company to set strict, publicly available standards for heavy metals, pesticides, and more in their food. Peace of mind every parent deserves, and easier mealtime without sacrificing on quality. Little Spoon is a one-stop shop for healthy, easy mealtime and snack time for your toddler, your big kid, or your baby, delivered right to your door. Their goal is to make keeping your kid healthy feel like the easiest part of your day so that you can cut through all the drama of mealtime. It's time-saving and it's convenience without compromise. Their baby blends include certified organic baby food from single ingredients to textured purees to take the stress out of starting solids. They also have puffs that are made with 6 organic ingredients. These mealtime baby puffs are tiny tools for tiny hands. They're made in 2 different flavors and shapes. They're super gentle on little gums while still encouraging those fine motor skills. There's also biteables. You can transition to table early finger food meals for your growing bebe that are cut to size to promote easy self-feeding and healthy, balanced, free of artificial junk, all that yada yada yuckiness. They're also tested for over 500 toxins and contaminants, including heavy metals. Did I mention that this all comes right to your door? It's so flexible, it's so easy, and everything stores right in the fridge and freezer. You pick the menu and change up whatever you order every time. The price is right, the quality is unmatched. I love it. Alaina loves it. Her kids love it. The grandparents love it. It's a huge win-win-win for our family, and it can be for yours. Simplify your kiddos' mealtime with 30% off your first order. Go to littlespoon.com/morbid30 and enter code morbid30 at checkout to get 30% off your first Little Spoon order. Thank you, Little Spoon, for sponsoring this episode. If you know me, you know that I am a cat lady to like the fullest extent. I got 3 cats, Remy, Lux, and Franklin. I'm obsessed with them. They're my little babies. I always tell them that I birthed them. Listen, our next partner has made an important impact on one of the most important people in my life, my cats. That's why you've got to try Smalls. Smalls cat food is protein-packed recipes made with preservative-free ingredients that you would find in your fridge, and it's delivered right to your door. That's why Cats.com named Smalls their best overall cat food. To get 60% off your first order plus free shipping, head to smalls.com/morbid for a limited time supply. Your cats are going to be obsessed with this. My cats really love the bird flavor, which I don't want to unpack that too much, but they literally, I put a bowl of their previous food out, and then I put the Smalls next to it, and they went running to the Smalls where I could barely get them to eat their previous food. Smalls was started back in 2017 by a couple of guys, home cooking cat food in small batches for their friends. I love that. A few short years later, they've served millions of meals to cats across the United States. I love Smalls. A lot of my cats have had issues with digestion in the past, and ever since I switched them to the Smalls, we are not running into that anymore. And at this point, you might be wondering, wait, can I not just feed my cat kibble? Well, believe it or not, your adorably cute, sweet baby kitty that you probably also birthed descended from ferocious desert cats who hunted live prey for food. And your cat, your baby cat that you birthed, is not any different. They need fresh protein-packed meals to be at their best. After switching to Smalls, 88% of cat owners reported overall health improvements. That's a big deal. The team at Smalls is so confident that your cat will love their product. you can try it risk-free. That means they will refund you if your cat won't eat their food, but I highly doubt that's going to happen because every cat I know, and I know a lot of cats, love Smalls. For a limited time only, because you are a Morbid listener, you can get 60% off your first Smalls order plus free shipping when you head to smalls.com/morbid. That's 60% off when you head to smalls.com/morbid plus free shipping. Again, that's smalls.com/morbid.
Yeah, I think I kind of want the sassy commentary more than the romance subplots for me.
Me too.
Because I'd have trouble. I feel like then you have to write them out of it every time.
That'd be tough.
Because in my head, it's like, is it stuck in the story now? Like, I can't just erase it. I have to get them out of that.
Yeah.
And back into line here.
That'd be tough.
And I feel like that's a lot more work.
It's like double editing.
Yeah.
Lots of work.
And I don't want that.
No.
Well, all of this is adding a lot more work to the process.
Yeah, either way, you're not wrong.
The sassy commentary is definitely adding because it's going to make me second guess everything I write.
Yeah.
I feel.
So final decision.
I'm going to go with the typewriter only because I don't want to have to write people out of a romance subplot.
All right. I respect it.
And it is cursed. It says a cursed laptop. So I don't know how far that curse goes.
All right.
That's
I don't want to
wise.
enter into anything.
Yeah, that is
know
wise.
The full scope of.
I think I'm going sassy commentary on this one. I think I could have fun. I'd send some back.
You're like, let's go.
I'm a Gemini. I'm all about witty banter. So
that's true.
You know?
But don't you worry that like there's a fine line between sassy commentary and personally hurtful?
It could be personally hurtful, but I can go scorched earth really quick back at that sassy typewriter. Yeah.
You dumb typewriter.
Listen to this.
Go change your ribbons.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like, I'll do it.
All right. So the next one. Would you rather write your next novel in Grace Kavanaugh's home from Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires? Or, and this is crazy, in the creepy attic of a fan who calls you Daddy Horror?
Wow, Grace's house. No question.
No question.
Yeah, I feel there's a, and you all know this as well as anyone, there is not just a line, but I would say a canyon between making the donuts and eating the donuts.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone who enjoys eating the donuts to see the donuts getting made.
That's fair.
So I'd rather be
best way to say that.
And Grace's house is actually, to some small extent, in my mind, based on a house that I actually found rather pleasant. So,
really?
I'm all in for Grace. Yeah.
All right.
I like that.
I think I'd go Grace too, because I agree with your donut analogy, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, I fully agree. It's very misery to me, and
very
that doesn't
misery.
end well. So that's a no.
Yeah.
I'm going with Grace.
All right, that one was easy. Let's see if this one is as easy. Would you rather only be able to speak in 80s slang for the rest of your life, or have to perform an exorcism with nothing but a mixtape and some strawberry lip smackers?
Oh, 80s slang. Easy. Yeah. I don't know if I want to perform an exorcism.
I think I do if it entails a mixtape and strawberry lip smackers.
I was gonna say,
that sounds like a fun exorcism as far as they go.
It does, you know?
And what's on the mixtape? Ooh, that's the fun part.
I know. Did we make the mixtape, or was it given to us?
In my mind, I made the mixtape.
Okay.
Like a powerful mixtape.
For the exorcism in mind. Okay.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I would go exorcism in that scenario then.
Mm-hmm. I think I'm going exorcism.
All right, we can do it together.
I'm going slang. Yeah.
You're going slang.
80 slang.
You can just be in the corner saying things.
Like totally tubular, y'all.
Exactly.
Totally tubular
Gnarly.
exorcism.
It'll only help.
And I feel like 80s slang sort of made a comeback a little bit, you know? Like
everything does.
As soon as you just said gnarly, I was like, wait a second. I use that on like a regular basis.
I say gnarly very regularly.
I call things
bogus,
gnarly all the
gnarly,
time.
like
rad.
No one says you have to sound like Spicoli and Fast Times at Ridgemont High. You just got to use some.
That's true.
Just a dab here and there.
All right. That might kind of be fun.
No, but the exorcism, I really appreciate you guys looking for a challenge.
Yeah. I mean, I've never done an exorcism before, so I feel like presented the opportunity. This is a pretty good one.
Why wouldn't you?
You know?
Yeah, you have to accept the challenges in life.
You do. All right. So we're exercising and you're talking like a John Hughes movie. I'm into it. So moving on from exorcisms, would you rather spend 1 week living in Shirley Jackson's Hill House or 1 weekend on a girls' trip with the witches from Suspiria?
Oh, like Helena Marcos and all them?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely girls trip. 100%.
Love that.
Yeah, I'm 100% on. I mean, because it's the creepy cook who doesn't really talk a whole lot. The little kid dressed up as little Lord Fauntleroy. There's what's her name who runs the dance academy, who's great. And then there's Helena Marcos just being a boss. I'm all in on the girls trip. That would be a blast.
When you present it that way, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I kind of love that.
I'm not on the girls' trip to be tormented. I'm there to have a good time.
What do you think the first stop is on that girls' trip?
Ooh.
Well, I would think that what we'd be doing is it'd be a little less of a road trip and more sort of a destination, So I'm thinking like a resort, maybe, in like somewhere all inclusive in Mexico or something. And like you could take day trips to explore stuff or maybe just chill by the pool. And there's like 3 or 4 pools to do some beach club, get a cabana.
I like that.
I think I'm choosing this. I think you've just talked me into my decision.
Like, well, shit.
And everyone here's the one thing. I think it would be really important that it's a resort where everyone has separate villas. You know what I mean? Like no connecting rooms, because I've heard Helena Marcos snore and it's really loud. Like really like it's really
and so
terrifying. I want separate. Yeah.
I want to get away from that.
And who doesn't want their own villa anyway?
Yeah, exactly. Or she could bring her apnea mask, in which case maybe.
That changes things.
Maybe you could room.
Yeah. But I also think, she comes into the pool, everyone's gonna leave.
That's true.
I mean, she's invisible, but they'll see her outline in it.
Oh, yeah.
That's freaky. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'd have to have one big rule. Actually, no, this isn't a big rule because this would be fine. It's like if you want to, I was going to say one big rule, no maggot storms. But then if you want to clear the beach, maggot storm.
Quick maggot storm.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
So gross.
Oh, I like that.
But the seagulls will come and eat them all.
Okay.
Give it 20 minutes.
True.
The beach is clear.
It'll
take
a
second.
All right.
And then you come out and it's nice and picked clean.
But no one's going
what
back
about y'all?
there.
Where are y'all coming in on this?
Let me think.
So you made the girls' trip sound really fun.
You really did.
I was initially a little scared of that one.
I was too. You were like a travel advisor.
Now that I'm thinking, I'm like, it is a weekend girls' trip and it's a week in Hill House. Yeah.
And
a week is a long time.
Yeah. What is the guy's name? Jacob Crane or something in Hill House?
Yeah, we don't want to.
Yeah, he's like a child abuser and like his spirit sort of permeates could you really have a good time?
And for a whole week, I think that would kill me alone.
Yeah.
That vibe would be rancid.
Yeah, so, reserve us a spot.
Yeah, we're coming on the girls' trip.
Oh, come on. Yeah,
nice weekend.
No, we'll take a villa together.
Yeah.
Great.
I like that.
Yeah, I'd do 3 ways on the villa with you guys and split the charges.
Yeah,
but then everyone else can have other villas. Yeah, I'm in.
I like that. Although I do snore, but I use breathe right strips, so
that's
we're
okay.
Good. We're good, everyone.
Perfect.
I'll do it for you guys.
Yeah, we'll put it on the Google Calendar.
Perfect. All right, we're going on the girls' trip with Suspiria.
I'm in.
So next, would you rather have to sell your childhood home, which is very haunted and also full of murder puppets, or live in it for a year while the puppets get to know you?
Well,
whatever you think that entails.
I'm gonna call the premise of the question into question because if it's your childhood home, you have been living in it with the murder puppets for years.
So maybe the murder puppets are a new addition to the home?
Oh, they just moved in.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually wouldn't mind the murder puppets.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, on the one hand, it would be really fun to sell a home with an infestation to someone and think about that and get away with it. But on the other hand, I think it might be pleasant to share a home with a bunch of murder puppets.
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it would just kind of be like, what do they get up to when they're not murdering? Because there's only me. And if they murder me, they got no more murder to do. So they're gonna have to be luring people into it. So I feel like there'd be a lot of coming and going, which isn't always my favorite thing. I like quiet house.
I like quiet.
But I think that there is something really adorable about a murder puppet. They're tiny. They're cute.
Tiny little weapons.
Tiny little weapons. And think of their gumption. I mean, this is how I feel about Chihuahuas. Like, they're so brave. Like, everything is so much bigger than them.
Yes,
that's true.
Yeah, you could just like drop kick them far, but they still like go out there. They still put themselves out there. And I feel like movie night, I mean, so to me, heaven would be movie night. You got your like blanket on the couch and you're just snuggled up with a bunch of murder puppets.
Wow.
I mean, that sounds really
love
fun.
That. They do want to get to know you.
Yeah.
So,
I don't
whatever
want,
that
we would be
means.
chatting. They'd be telling you about their lives, be telling them about mine. They'd pretend to be interested.
Yeah, of course they would.
Yeah.
I like that.
How would you sleep there, though?
Yeah. I mean, sleep hygiene is tough, right? I think
with murder puppets.
I think I would do more of a power nap situation.
Oh.
Like really hitting those 20-minute power naps.
Yeah.
But also they're not murdering me in my sleep. You know what I mean? Like
because that's not fun.
Yeah,
but there's always the
joke's on
chance
them.
they could.
There's the chance they could, but joke's on them at that point. Like, they've killed me in my sleep, so I'm none the wiser.
Yeah.
And now they don't have anyone else to murder, and no one else paying the bills.
That's
So
true.
that house is going to go on the market. You know someone just might get it for a teardown.
Yeah,
they're screwed.
And they just become puppets at that point because they're not murder puppets anymore.
Yeah. And
I was about to say a workaround might be cutting off my arms and legs and keeping me in a box or something.
Wow.
But I would still have to be earning money to keep the house. So it's in their best interest to keep me mostly intact.
But maybe they'll make you just like transcribing. Transcribing. I was like, what is the word I'm trying to think of? So you don't need your arms or legs to write.
Right.
Because you can just say, they'll make you say the story out loud.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
And they'll just transcribe it for you.
I got to say, though, I'm going to take the murder puppets.
You're like, I'm still going for it.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I mean, and out of all of them, this is the one I'm the least certain about because it could go a lot of directions, but I'm going to stick with the murder puppets.
I respect that.
It is intriguing. And I feel like at night when you want to go to sleep, if you just did like a really quick look around of your room, like have a barren room, like don't have a lot of places where they can scoot under, you could keep them out. They're little. They're not going to be able to like bang a door down or anything. So you should get some sleep.
But they can hide easily.
I feel like as a dude, I'm going to double down on my decision, even if it's very poor, and cling to my position.
Like, I'm doing it.
Is that what you're choosing too, Alaina?
Yeah, I kind of want to see what the murder puppets are all about. I love Puppet Master. That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
So,
and that's the problem with that franchise is the more familiar you get with those puppets, the more kind of adorable they are.
They are. That's the thing. And that's all I'm picturing in my head right now are those puppets. And I'm like, let's go, girls. Let's hang out.
I think I'll sell the house to a contestant on that show.
There you go. Or you could sell it to us.
Or there you go. I'll sell the house to you guys. You already want it.
We'll buy it.
Perfect.
Well, as someone who's currently living in an apartment with termites, so it's basically sold to me with murder puppets, except the less cute
tiny
version.
Little ones.
My opinion of you will be very low if you sell me a house and I discover the walls are crammed with murder puppets.
But you'll learn to love them.
It's true. Because they'll get to know you.
Yeah, exactly.
I will be resentful.
I won't actually. You know that feeling when you come home late from work and those puppy dog eyes just pierce right through your soul? Or when you're packing for a trip and your cat refuses to leave your suitcase? Yeah, we've all been there. Pet parent guilt is real. And you know what? It's completely normal. That's exactly why Hill's Pet Nutrition exists. They understand that being a pet parent means being human, with all of our imperfections and daily juggling acts. Hill's science-led nutrition helps you give more love than humanly possible. Whether it's those long work days or trying to balance attention between multiple pets, Hill's Pet Nutrition gets it. They've created science-based nutrition that supports your pet's lifelong health so you can feel confident even when life gets hectic. Because you're only human, there's Hill's. Science does more. Ready to let go of the guilt? Find the right food at hillspet.com/podcast. That's hillspet.com/podcast. Do you remember in school when you just knew that your teacher had a favorite of everything? They would always use the same blue dry erase marker when they wrote on the board, or they would talk nonstop about their favorite element during science. I had a teacher once that literally had a favorite brand of marker. She would only write with specific markers, and if another marker ended up in her classroom, she was TO'd. And honestly, I was probably her favorite student because at the end of the year, I got her that specific brand of marker. Let's talk about their real favorite thing, though. Their favorite tissue brand. Kleenex. According to teacher lists, they are the #1 facial tissue trusted by teachers. Kleenex Ultra Soft tissues are silky soft to help prevent skin irritation, and now you can take them anywhere with Kleenex Snap and Go. I absolutely love Kleenex Snap and Go. It's so perfect to have that in your car. I had a cold last week and I was just... Honey, my nose was a faucet. I hate to do this to you, but it was disgusting. Drew literally came out of our garage with like 15 of the Kleenex Snap and Goes, and I put those in my glove compartment, and honey, they were easy access. It was so nice knowing that I didn't have to blow my nose into like an old wrapper that I had. Ew. So do the best thing for your kids' teachers and stock up on the ultimate classroom favorite. Maybe it'll make them their teacher's favorite student. They definitely have a favorite. Don't even get me started because, again, you know it was me. For whatever happens next, grab Kleenex.
One sunny day, a honeybee was merrily buzzing through an orchard when she stopped to collect nectar from a mystery apple blossom. She passed that pollen along to a Honeycrisp tree, and months later, the sugar bee apple was born. Naturally sweet, with layered notes of caramel, honey, molasses, and the perfect crunch. The world has embraced the sugar bee apple, a pure delight for snacking and baking. Download our new free recipe book and find a store near you at hellosugarbee.com. Sugar Bee apples, from bee to you.
All right, next question. Would you rather have every writing session interrupted by whispers from a ghost quoting bad Goodreads reviews? Or have every writing session interrupted by a witch hat, a sentient witch hat, who keeps tapping on your keyboard and adding the word slay to every sentence?
Witch hat.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't read reviews online.
Me neither.
Neither do we.
I never have, and I never will. And
it's sick.
Yeah, so I'd rather witch hat. 100%.
Yeah. And who doesn't want to have slay in many sentences?
Yeah.
I'll take it.
You don't have to keep it there. You can just go
delete it if you need.
Also, this witch hat already sounds adorable. It's like a little hermit crab, a little occult hermit crab.
Yes.
I was excited about it. I like the witch hat.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
Because a ghost would be cool, but a whispering ghost, I'm not for at all.
And criticizing
But then whispering reviews that I'm actively avoiding would be it for me.
Yeah, I'd go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that one was easy.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Next one. Would you rather write your next novel while a Victorian ghost dramatically faints every time you use a semicolon? Or would you rather write it while being interrupted periodically by the sound of groaning Victorian child ghosts?
Oh, the first one. I almost never use semicolons. And so I feel like 5 or 6 fainting fits for an entire book, max.
Yeah, it's not so bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and child ghosts.
Mm-mm.
I grew up at a time when, like, your parents were like, it's summer, go outside. And you weren't allowed back in the house all day except for lunch. And, like, if you tried to see me, like, it's really hot. My mom used to she'd be like, go drink from the hose. And so that may have colored my attitude. But that is my attitude towards child ghosts. I'm always like, go outside. Find
just go
something to
play.
do.
Yeah.
Only boring ghosts are bored. Yeah. Go play.
Only boring ghosts are bored.
And they're just groaning.
Yeah.
Like
what do you got to groan about? Like, you got your whole life ahead of you. You got your whole afterlife ahead of you.
Yeah. You don't even pay taxes yet.
That's really beautiful. You don't even pay taxes, you're dead.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, what do you need to worry about?
Yeah. You have no worries.
You want me to give you something to groan about? Let me tell you about these termites.
The classic 80s parenting response.
Exactly.
I love the idea of a ghost, like a Victorian ghost, just dramatically fainting. When I do a semicolon, like I would probably put semicolons in my draft just to be like,
watch.
where is it?
I think actually that's how every writing session would end is semicolon, door flies open, ghost swoons in and hits the floor.
Yeah.
Because then you're like, wow, that chapter really sent them.
Because you're like, the end. Let's go.
Boom.
Send it in. I like that.
Perfect.
All right. So we're moving on to a little horror store action here.
Okay.
Would you rather be trapped overnight in a haunted Orsk where all the furniture rearranges itself and whispers in Swedish, or get a job there where your manager is a demon wearing khakis and demanding team building exercises?
Overnight.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, that's just one-time thing, you know?
That would just be interesting.
It'd be interesting.
Watch.
I've worked retail before and I'm bad at it. Like, I don't have the stomach.
No.
Like, people who work retail, hats are off to them because they are able to do something that I find impossible. It's like algebra. I don't understand it. I can't do it.
It's a torturous job.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
I think
like
we're
I
all
worked
on
in
the
a
same page there.
bookstore and I've sold stuff from a stand and I wasn't good at either of it.
No.
It's tough. Selling is hard.
And people are the meanest to retail people.
God.
That's why I'm never mean to retail, like anybody working in retail, because I'm like, your job is so hard.
Yeah, retail workers or service workers.
Yeah.
When I was a server back in the day, I cried more than I think I've ever cried in my whole life.
Oh, where were you a server? What kind of place?
Just a little Irish pub.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it was a bar, basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. That's bartending is the worst.
Yeah.
Oof.
It was tough.
I couldn't do it.
People say things to you there that you're like, you would never say that in real life. Why are you saying that to me in this Irish bar?
Well, someone, because my wife is a chef, so she's owned a few restaurants.
Oh, cool.
And so my heart goes out. But I ran into this chick at a film festival, and she was back of house at a restaurant, working in the kitchen, and she had moved to front of house and she was working the hostess stand. I was like, oh my God, so I was like, let's talk. So we're chatting and she was like, well, the big thing with this job is I really do think UFOs are real and that extraterrestrials live amongst us. She's like, because I think what they do is they tell each other, oh, if you're a little insecure about, your human disguise, go to a restaurant. Like, you can just that's where you'll really work on it and get it right. And if you do weird stuff, they don't even notice.
Oh my
and
God.
she's like, because I would say at least a third, if not half of our customers, they don't seem very good at being human.
Yeah,
and,
that's valid.
And their experience, she's like, and sometimes I think the requests are like, messing with me, experimenting, how far can I push you? And I said that to my wife, and it's now gone around her restaurant, like, wow, because everyone's like, oh yeah, well, that's clearly that's the answer.
Like, yeah,
that would make you feel so much better when people are like rude to you or doing weird stuff on shift.
You'd be like, you're just trying it on.
Yeah, I wish I knew that back then.
Yeah. Damn,
that could have saved me.
People are restaurants and especially bars bring out the worst in human beings.
Yeah,
they do.
100%. I was lucky to do a whole lot of retail in my job journey, but my favorite job was working at a video store by far.
Oh yeah, that was a cool job.
Because that's like retail, but like not like everybody was pretty happy at a video store. I feel
what video store was it? Like what kind? Like
it was a Hollywood video.
Oh, a Hollywood video.
Yeah.
Where and where?
It was
west?
it was literally just south of Boston, like a little suburb. And I loved that job so much.
That's a cool job.
Oh, I miss video stores so much.
I wish they were a thing. I didn't get to experience them very much.
It's so funny. I just did a shoot, like an interview thing, and they were like, oh, let's do it in a video store, because I was introducing some movies for something. And I hadn't been in one in a really, really long time. And I was just walking around. like I'd been, like I was in the the secret library of Congress or something. I was just walking around because I realized that having grown up on video stores, that's how my brain, that's the optimal way for me to look at movies.
Yes.
It's not a streaming interface. It is here is a wire shelf, and on it are all the movies directed by this person, or on it are all the documentaries. And then you could pick it up and read the back and look at the. I was like, this is how my brain was wired to interface, browse movies.
Yes, because I get so overwhelmed with streaming services. There's too much selection. I need it narrowed into everything that can fit in this one room in this store. And the new releases are on the outside.
Walk the perimeter for something new.
And you don't know if there's an actual VHS tape behind the cover of it sometimes, because they would always have the covers out. And you'd have to be I hope there's one in there.
Oh, that's fun.
So
yeah,
good.
because I mean, how many click, like just shuffling through.
I can't.
I know. I've had to do this thing where I use Letterboxd. And so I've got everything on there and I just hit shuffle and whatever comes up first is what I watch.
Sure.
Even
There
if I'm
you
not in
go.
the mood, I'm like, all right, that's what I'm watching.
Honestly,
This was fate.
yeah, that's the best way to do it because my husband and I will get to the point where we're like 45 minutes through like just going through things on a streaming service and we're like, forget it.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
like,
just watch
put on
something we've
Scream.
seen.
Yeah, just let's go. Oh, I miss
Well, and
it,
the
though.
worst is if you've had a few drinks, because I'm a notorious, like I've had a few drinks and I'll get 10 minutes into a movie and be like, I'm not in the mood. What else
Yeah.
is there?
Yep.
And then like 4 hours later, I'm much drunker and I've watched 10 minutes of like 40 movies.
And you're just stringing them all together. It becomes one giant movie. That makes no
Exactly.
sense. Well, speaking of, a time we all wish was back, would you
I thought you were gonna say,
rather...
speaking of your drinking problems.
Speaking of your drinking problem, I'm like, it's so weird. It goes right into my next question. Would you rather be trapped inside a forgotten 1980s horror paperback with like some pulpy title like Satan's Babysitter, or forced to write the sequel to The Haunted Janitor in one night while being stalked by a mop?
Forced to write on a janitor sequel.
Yeah.
I'd rather do
respect
something
that.
active than passive.
Yeah, I don't want to be stuck in something.
Yeah.
And especially not Satan's Babysitter.
And being stalked
No.
by a mop sounds like an interesting experience.
It does.
Yeah.
You could tell a lot of stories about that later.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, totally. Like, is it also a haunted mop bucket on wheels?
yeah.
Like there's a lot.
Definitely.
Like, yeah, no, I really admire sort of that sort of old school pulp writing where people just churned it out. I'm like, let me
Yeah.
see if I can do that. You know,
Hell yeah. And that's your
if
time
I'm not
to
worried
shine.
about this being good,
No.
how fast could I go?
Yeah, be a good test.
I mean, it's the sequel to The Haunted Janitor.
Yeah.
That's
so
the other thing. That's even better.
You've already got something to work with. And that's always
Exactly.
great. Yeah. And I sometimes I like a crazy deadline where I'm like under crazy pressure. Sometimes it works.
Yeah.
And if I'm doing this, I want my cursed laptop that puts in romance
Yes.
subplots because there's
Oh.
half the book written for me.
Boom.
Oh, wow. There you
you
go.
go.
Marrying the
Yeah.
two together.
Oh no. Now I'm sad that I picked the typewriter who's just giving me sassy commentary because that's going
I
to
know.
bog me down.
No, but
too.
then as long as the sassy commentary is in uncapitalized italics, you could just be like, it's metafiction. It's
Yeah,
I'm
there you
commenting on
go.
myself as I'm a Paul Tremblay book.
I like that. I like that a lot.
That's amazing.
So I think we're all picking the Haunted Janitor sequel.
Haunted
I think for
Janitor.
sure in one night.
I love it.
Yeah,
Well, thank you so much for entertaining that. That was so much fun to play.
that was awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, where's more? Let's go.
We
ha-
do
The
have some B
hypothetical.
questions. If
We
you
have
want
some B
more.
Squad questions that we had.
Oh,
in
give me a
case-
B. Give me. Let's do 2 B squad questions.
Oh,
Awesome.
awesome. Let's go.
Yeah.
All right, which ones are we picking?
All right, let's see. Oh, this is fun. Would you rather have to share a haunted office with a poltergeist who throws books when they're bored, or one who insists on hosting dramatic table readings every night at 3 a.m.?
Dramatic table readings. I am really fussy about my books. Like I don't like dinged corners and stuff. So yeah, table reading.
And that'd just be fun at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
That'd be a crazy table read.
It really would.
Wow.
And I'm the same way with my books. Like Ash can tell. Like
I'm not allowed to borrow Alaina's
I
books.
can't because I hate
I
when
dog
people
ear the
fold a
pages.
page or anything.
Ooh.
It freaks me out.
I know. I'm sorry.
Ooh. Also, like, I really want I want to know the dynamic of this table read. Like,
Yeah.
I have to read the stage directions again.
I would love
Why
that.
can't I play a part this time?
I really like that actually.
That'd be a lot
Yeah.
of fun.
I'm definitely for that because
Yeah.
you're not
Yeah.
throwing my books. I just
All
get
three of us
pissed.
can be at the table
Yeah.
reading.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm for that.
bring me one more here. These are great.
All right, one
All right, go
more.
ahead.
Would you rather be haunted by a ghost who won't stop changing the endings of your books, or one who constantly whispers plot hole while you write?
One, I'm very picky about my endings and they're very hard for me. I'm not good at it. So no, that first one's out. Second off, that's the inside of my head anyways.
Yeah.
Like
It's just like
I'm
echoing on
working
the
on this
outside.
draft right now. And yeah, I've got a running thing down the side of everything I'm writing. Like, go back and fix. This is stupid. This doesn't make sense. Fix this in all caps. Because I feel like making it all caps I'll definitely like not ignore it.
There you go.
I was thinking the same thing as soon as I was reading it. I was like, well, I don't need the ghost because my own head is being like, that's a plot hole. That's a major plot hole.
He'll just keep you accountable.
He will, but
exactly.
I'd be pissed. I'd be so pissed at that. I'd be like, I got it. I know. Like,
so are you going ending?
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to, I think I would go with ending because maybe he'll have a good idea every once in a while.
All right.
And I'll be like, because I am also not great with endings. I get very overwhelmed by an ending.
Yeah.
Which is why I just like keep going through a series.
You're like, no, it's not over.
I'm like, oh, there's more. But so maybe he could actually end a book for me and that would be sick. I'd give him credit.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, that shows a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And a lack of ego, like you're getting past your own ego and sort of being open to all. I think that's really admirable.
Thank you.
He's kind of like an editor too.
Yeah, he might have some good ideas.
Yeah.
Like, who am I?
Yeah.
I don't know him. I don't know his life.
That's the thing. Yeah, I haven't written a book, so I don't know about this one. I guess I would go plot hole to keep myself accountable.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's good. It's good that you're like, I'd probably be taking shortcuts because I have to finish The Haunted Janitor 2 by sunrise.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Thanks to this ghost.
Although I got to say, if we combined all of these into one, it's like, there's a copy of The Haunted Janitor 2 with a romance subplot running through it. The word slay every now and then. A semicolon at the end of every chapter.
Yep.
And absolutely no plot holes whatsoever.
Yeah.
I would buy that book.
I think we just created a banger, to be honest.
We did.
We're on that list.
TM.
There we go.
TM.
No one take it. It's a great one.
Well, thank you so much for entertaining all that. What do you have to plug? Anything?
I just had a book come out, a nonfiction thing called These Fists Break Bricks, which is a history of how Kung Fu movies came to America, which even if it doesn't seem like your thing, it's sort of paperback from hell, but for like Kung Fu movies instead of paperback horror.
That sounds cool.
And that's out now everywhere in a improved edition than the previous one, as in this one's in print and the previous one wasn't.
It's improved.
I'm getting ready for season 2 of the podcast I do, Super Scary Haunted Homeschool.
Yay.
Last season took me 4 years from 13 episodes, I think, about vampires. This, we're trying to be more professional. I work with the writers not writers, but I work with editors and musicians and all this and actors. And I think we're going to have the first episodes out by the end of this year. It's all about haunted houses. And I think it'll be done by the end of next year, but it's starting this year. So
that's exciting.
I'm excited.
And then hopefully this first draft of this new book will be done by September. And that means hopefully I can convince my editors that it might be able to come out by the end of next year, which would be really nice.
Good luck convincing that.
Good luck.
Yeah, I know, right? They're like, let's move it to this fall of 2027. I'm like, why did I give up my whole summer?
Like, no.
That all sounds amazing. And guys, always, if Grady is in a town near you, check out his book events. Yes. They are so good. I don't know if we can say it enough.
Truly recommend it.
And whisper in my ear, plot hole.
Yes, while he's signing your book, do that.
Yes.
So guys, thank you so much for listening. We hope you keep listening, and we hope you keep it weird.
You nailed it.
You nailed it.
You killed it. Thank you so much for this.
I got one thing right today.
This was so much fun.
No, this was a fun episode.
It really was.
Bye, you guys. Thank y'all.
You wouldn't take financial advice from a 72 hours in a single day alpha influencer, would you? Same goes if you're in a car accident or any accident. Who you choose matters. That's why Morgan & Morgan exists. They're the largest injury law firm in America, and they've built a reputation by actually winning cases, not just talking about it. Over 1,000 lawyers across all 50 states and $30 billion recovered. Injured? Go to forthepeople.com/podcast. That's forthepeople.com/podcast.
Traditional home security only alerts you after a break-in, and that's too late. Simply Safe is changing that.
Stop. This is Simply Safe. Police are on the way.
We don't just alert, we stop crime before it starts. Simply Safe, plan starting around $1 a day. Save 50% on your new system with professional monitoring at simplysafe.com/SXM or with promo code SXM.
Outdoor deterrence requires a Simply Safe Active Guard outdoor protection plan starting at $49.99 a month. Visit simplysafe.com/licenses for alarm license information. Tennessee 2012.